see.
What's up, everybody? We are 3 Men in the Basement tonight. We are live from the grotto with our special guest. I am fired up for this show tonight. So before we get started, though, you do have to watch our intro. And it seems like we can't find it, but let's see if Roger can find a video. So, guys, stick. Oh my God, you guys are in a shit.
You don't even know. We've already started with a shit show. Sorry, guys. I'm so used to being behind my computer. I lost the intro and yada yada. But whatever. It is what it is, right? I'm in the grotto. We're hanging out. Everybody noticed that? Smartest man in comics noticed that I was in the grotto. That's right. I'm in the grotto tonight because we got a CGC unboxing. And, you know, hey, it's only fair that whenever it gets great books back from Spineworks, I get chopped in the face.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So what? Oh my God, you guys! I'm so fired up for tonight. I'm so excited. We've got 90 minutes of great comic talk, but I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to say, "What's up, everybody? Happy Friday! Welcome to 3 Men in the Basement. I'm your host Otto, coming to you live and direct from the grotto. We are back here, standing right next to me. I have the Chewbacca, the Wookiee himself. That's half the size of himself. Healthy Roger, as they like to call him. Say what's up like you just did.
What is going on, everybody? Listen, if you don't know, the Frozen Four is going on right now. Michigan hockey, #1 team in the country. They kicked the crap out of their team last night. Let's go. Michigan hockey, national champions this year. We're going to do it.
Oh, my
God.
Go blue. Oh, jeez. So typically we would have Dave in the cave with us, but Dave in the cave is out west. So I had to reach out. I had to go deep into the IG comic community to get somebody who I know could stand the test of the time, who could hang with us. He was at the King Con with us. He's been to many of our shows. A man I hold in high regard, him and his wife, especially from the Comic Book Fiend Club. My good friend Jay, the retro Goon, the comic book Goon. Jay, what's up, man? Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. What's up to everybody in the chat? Very, very excited to be here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's fantastic. We were at King Con, just to give you guys a little backstory. And the Comic Book Fiend Club was set up, and we'll talk a little bit about that as we get into the show. And we're just very happy that we could be here tonight to show you everything that we've got. We've got some great news. We're going to recap King Con. We've got our pickups that we want to show you. We haven't done videos from the we haven't done a haul video from there. I've got a CGC delivery, some yellow label books I can't wait to show. I know Jay picked up some books. And we're just going to kick it. So
yeah,
we got a bunch of people hanging out.
Moon Knight, you know, excited about Moon Knight. We're going to talk about Nova news.
Yep. And we'll see what we got going on. So who's the first one in the chat?
All right. So I can't go all the way back. So the first person I see is Uncanny Swag. What's up, brother? Chimo is there. Wesley's Comics. What's going on, my brother to the north? Lenny Cerna, all the way. Big Apple Con.
Big Apple Con.
See their Instagram thing? Like they were dancing together.
No,
like,
I didn't see that.
It was very strange. Michael was doing the Cabbage Patch. I don't know what was going on. Lenny was laughing at it. It was a great time. We got
who else?
I have not seen this. I'm sorry. Denth.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. That's something new to me. It's D backwards 3 NHTH backwards 3 AD. I don't know how to say that.
That's Denthead. Shout out to Denthead.
Is that what it's Denthead?
Chapter of the Comic Book Fiend Club. Yeah, it's my boys.
Right. All right, man. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I butchered that. It's the first time I see it. I've never heard anybody say it. I don't know how to say it.
See,
Now
that's
I
why
do.
we got Jay
Genhead.
here because Jay raises the bar on the
Yeah, thank
intelligence
God. Thanks
quota.
for saving me because
Thanks, Jay.
Everett
You got it,
was
brother.
absolutely useless there. Absolutely useless. Lenny Cerna, what is going on, my man? Nicest guy in comics. Emerald Knight, Chris, what's going on? Doug Bratton, smartest man in comics. How you doing, my man? Gene Malo, CT
What's
Jazz
up, my man?
King, the first father of comics.
Held it down.
VCJ, Vancouver Comic Junkie, what's going on?
Dude,
All
he
the way
just
from the
got
West Coast.
fire. Every book
Yeah,
that
you
he's
see that?
posted is all
All of a
9/8.
sudden, you got all these 9/8s.
Oh my
This guy.
God.
Uncanny Swag. We got what's this kind? We got Uncanny's _ Dan.
What's up, man? Good to
What's
see you.
going on? We got this is probably people that Jay brought with him.
Yeah,
Michael
look at these.
Raphael. I saw you doing the Cabbage Patch earlier today.
All
That was
right,
a little-
all right.
Who Dat Comics? What's going on? Hey, brother, I hope you're safe down there. The weather in New Orleans right now is we got all sorts of tornadoes and crap down there. So I hope you're safe down there, my man. Thanks for joining us. Keystone Comics 717. Deadhead. I don't know how to say that now. Desire Comics, Nigel, what's up, man? A pleasure hanging out with you last weekend. We had met up with him and my man from Chicago. We had
Comics, MGH Comics.
yeah, we had some cigars outside and talked comics. It was a lot of fun. Night of the Wren, 789. What is up? Wookie Fighter. I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, oh, here we go.
Okay. A little of minor Roger rant.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
We finally get to meet you in person, right? You come by. Hey, I'm Wookie Fighter. We're happy to meet you. I was all ready to kiss you on the lips. And you said, I'm going to go check out some stuff. I'll be back. We never
is
saw
this
this
a
guy
minor
again.
Roger
We
rant?
never saw this guy again.
No, we never saw him again.
Came by, said hello, said, I want to hang out with you guys. I'm going to come talk comics with you. Never saw him again.
Oh. Well,
Never-
the fact that he was real, though, was important.
Yeah,
right?
like it was right. I mean,
It was
yeah,
real. Like,
yeah.
is
It's
it
like
like-
it's like the girlfriend from France. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
exactly. Right.
I got a
Yeah.
girlfriend from Canada. She ain't real.
Right.
So we know Wookie Fighter was a real guy. Never
Yeah.
came back.
Oh well, he got busy.
So he either scored big and bought some awesome comic where he was just like, I got to get out of here and share this, or his first impression of us that we were assholes, and he said, I'm outta
yeah,
here.
really.
But if that was
These
it,
guys are bigger assholes in person.
Yeah, right. Well, that's harder to do, man. That's harder
Yeah.
to do.
So
Pause, Roger. Right.
yeah.
And we got Nicholas Galtra.
yes,
And,
dude, this tumbler is locked in, right? This is sealed, ready to go.
I got
Compliments
my new one.
Spidey powdered tumblers. Roger's got
Spidey
his
Powder
new one.
Tumblers. Stoked. He had a little giveaway. I didn't get the $100 bill, but I got to tell you what I got that you don't. I got an air freshener of Susie. You see that? And if you don't know who Susie is, shame on you. Susie's a chicken.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Susie's a chicken.
You got that in there?
I got that with some swags, a sticker. I got a Susie sticker that's already made it to my laptop. And thanks everybody for joining. If I missed you, I apologize. I'm working off this little tiny iPad. And listen, chop it up in the chat. Have some fun in there, and we'll highlight your comments.
The comments as we go. I'm telling you. So we will talk a little bit about King Con. We're going to talk about a few things that we have going on. Jay, have you detoxed from King Con? Did you get the day on Sunday to? I know you did a ton of videos, chop it up, and just take back everything you had from that. Was it like? What was it like for you the day after or that night? Like you left that night, right?
So we left. I got home. I think I went to sleep an hour later. I was super tired. I just knocked out. And then the next day I'm like, all right, time to get the stuff in the car and kind of put everything back into order. Super sore, but I had a great time. I had a great time.
You guys had a great setup. And shout out to MTG Comics. We're going to recap that in a second. But we want you to know that moving forward, coming up, we do have an event planned. We have an event planned for May 14th. We have the 3 Men in the Basement comic book swap. This is an event. This is something that we all want you to try to make. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have tons of sponsors for this. We're going to talk about those sponsors in a little bit. But clear your calendar. It's before Labor Day. It's after Mother's Day, so you guys can make this. We've got dealers like JNS Collectibles. We've got not Coffee Comics. We've got the Brick House Comics. We've got Erod taking 2 tables. We've got Mike the Beast Benson setting up. We've got over 25 vendors that are going to be showing up. Plus, we're also going to be having some great artists. Okay.
Yeah. So Sean Anderson.
Yep.
From Artist Allies is going to be there. And if anybody was here, I'm going to find it. So we had him on our show a few weeks ago. He has an exclusive Usagi cover. This is the cover that he came to promote, and I think this is phenomenal. I love the art, but more so as we got to know Sean, he had one particular piece that I absolutely fell in love with. I'm a Transformers guy. What you can do with the art is phenomenal. And while you all right?
This is good.
So while we were live, we literally talked about how much I loved this cover.
Oh my God, this is great.
Oh no!
So as we were talking about this cover, I love the Starscream cover. I love the art. I love that Biggie the crown on the top of his head. And while we were there, if you look in the bottom corner, you have that what looks like a flower in there design. And while we were live, they decided that they were going to replicate this as a print. And in where that flower is, they're going to put the 3 Men in the Basement logo.
Correct.
And it's going to be an exclusive print for our swap.
Yep.
And it's the only place that you're going to be able to get it. I love this. I love this picture. Absolutely. And when he said they were going to do that, and they literally told us that live, I'm ecstatic about it. I am absolutely ecstatic about it. So we are going to have Sean Anderson and Mike Provost.
Yep.
And Mike Provost is also going to do an exclusive print
of Soundwave, and I think it's Perceptor. Perceptor from the Transformers with our logos on it.
On it.
And also Power Kid Comics. My brother Brett is working on some prints also. So the swap is going to be fantastic. You guys, please take the trip if you're in the tri-state area or if you're away.
We will have, not only will we have Spineworks on site taking submissions, CGC submissions, pressing and cleaning, but we will have CGC witnesses. So if you decided you have a book of Sean Anderson, say you got that Usagi book, he will sign it. It can be witnessed. You can submit it. It will get a yellow label.
Right.
At our swap. One-stop shopping, guys. How many little comic shows can you go to where you can get CGC yellow labels? This is phenomenal. We are very excited about it. We're hoping to add another artist. If it doesn't happen, we don't need it. What we have now is already fantastic for our show.
Yep. And, I think this is our 5th one. I think swap number 3, we held in New Jersey, right, Jay? At Frenchie's. And you showed up for that, man.
Yeah, we
you
were
and
there.
Nerdy and Ink showed up and you set up, and it was a lot of fun, man. Can you just, for people who haven't gone back into videos, just tell a little bit about the vibe of it? I mean, it's become a bigger, almost not I'm not going to call it a convention. It's not a convention, but it's a get together. It's more of an event one, right?
And that's exactly how I would phrase it too. Like people were buying, selling, trading comics, but everybody was just having such a great time talking, chatting it up, catching up with people. I mean, it was great. It was the first time I got to meet you guys.
Yeah.
It was the first time I got to meet Gary, New York Warriors, like all those guys were there, and it was really cool. It really helped me get to know more people in the community. And I think from then on, formed pretty good relationships with people going forward. So it was fun. It was a great time. And I think this is something me and Jen will come out to.
I hope so, man. We'd love to have some comic book.
Yeah, that would be great for sure.
That would be great. And please, and what's really been fun about it, like at King Con, tons of people will be taking footage for it. Like I know DJ LINX was at King Con. He was taking footage. I know, Jay, you took a lot of footage. We took some footage, the defect footage. So you get lots and lots of different perspectives.
Oh, for sure.
From different areas, And
one of the other things, guys, is not only is this a comic show, but it's an event. You don't just come here and look for comics. We have a DJ. We have food trucks. We have a raffle table that is probably anywhere from 30 to 40 prizes deep that you can buy tickets to.
Yeah.
It's people who came last year. Once we moved to this venue, it's about a 5,000 or 6,000 square foot warehouse type area,
business,
wide open, and it's an event. Like people came and they didn't leave.
Yeah,
they didn't leave. They want to hang out. The DJ was just it was awesome. He was between the giveaways. We do trivia giveaways. We have our pedigree sponsor, which I think I have that right there. Our pedigree sponsor is SHORTBOX, so they're coming with T-shirts. They're giving away gift certificates to the app, the SHORTBOX app, to buy stuff. We're gonna be giving stuff away all day, guys. Like between the stuff that we already give away and the generosity of our sponsors. And one of the things that allows us to be able to do all this stuff is the sponsorship, because we don't charge the vendors. They're very minimal to get in the door. We can't afford to take it out of our pocket. So to be able to make it bigger was thanks to our sponsors. So one of the things, I'm going to go over some sponsors quick. So
yes,
we had different levels of sponsors, right? So we had the 10.0s. So what I want to do is, so one of the sponsors is our 9.8 near mint. So we have one spot available. If anybody is interested in being a sponsor for our swap, we have one of the 9.8, and we're going to go over who actually are the other 5 sponsors. We had 6 available. We have 5 taken. Our pedigree was SHORTBOX, and then we have what's called Friends of the Channel. So if you're just someone who wants to support the channel and you're coming or you're not coming, we also have, these are unlimited, and we have different, we have a write out of what comes along with that sponsorship. If you're interested, you can message us on our 3 Men in the Basement Instagram, 3 Men in the Basement @gmail.com, or reach out to Everett or myself on Instagram. We could take care of that. But as we said, so our pedigree is SHORTBOX. And then our 5 9.8s right now, we have Dream of August Media. Thank you, Johnny Rosado, for being there for us.
Thank you very much.
We have Big T's Comics, paying cash for comics. No big too big, no collection too large. My boss at work, who's gotten into buying collections and stuff. We have Chris Peters, Chris Peters retirement investment. If you call him up and your email and phone number is there, you mention Otto for a free investment review and retirement plan discussion. And All Phase Electric Distributors. I'm an electrician by trade. I'm a project manager for an electrical company, and these guys stepped up and said, yeah, I'd like to sponsor. So that was pretty cool. So those are our 5. We have availability for one more. And so then we have our those are our mint sponsors, right? 10.0s. Yep. Our near mint sponsors
are the 9.8s.
9.8s. I'm sorry, we had 4 available sponsors for the 10.0. I misspoke. And those are all full. So our 9.8s, we made 6. Here are the 5 that we have. We have Artist ALLIEZ, REECES Rare Comics, the Greeno, Screen Silker Silker to the Stars.
The Silk Screener
to the Stars. Sorry, guys. Dunkin' Donuts, which the local owner here, and DJ LINX. So we do have one more available if anybody's interested. And then here's our friends of the channel. These are the people so far who have reached out and helped us out. We got Lords of the Long Box, KC Golden Collectibles, which is local to us, Copy 801, Moonlit Comics, Mike the Beast Benson, Jim O'Shea, Mixed Bag Comics, and Simply Cypress, who sells soaps and lotions that are all organic, and it's so those are our sponsors, and those are the people that stepped up, helped us out, so that we can have the greatest event that we had. And not for nothing, but all the other events we've had in the past, money has come out of our pockets, and this is just a way of offsetting those costs. So we appreciate all the people who stepped up and sponsored. We appreciate all the support from anybody. If you're interested, reach out to us. If not, just come to the show, guys. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a blast. So, all right, man. So I'll let Roger take a breath, and I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to do next. Is we are a comic book show, right, Jay? So we are going to talk about comic books, man. So we go to King Con. We're at King Con, and we're just figuring out what we're going to do. But while we were there, we noticed that there were quite a few things. You had Streetside Anthony, you had Very Gary, you had SMBC Comics, you had a lot of really cool vendors. And it was really neat to see tons of high-end books, lots of $5 books, lots of $1 books. Jay, what'd you find yourself digging in? Did you go right to the wall books, or how did you navigate this? Because I think that's very important for people to know. How did you navigate this con?
Once we got done setting up, I said, John, let's just take a lap and let's see what we can see, on the wall and whatever we're looking for. So we kind of just walked around, looked at some wall books, dug through some bins, and then kind of got a lay of the land of who's around and who's where, or whatever. And then, so that's pretty much what we did. And then we went back, finished setting up, and then we're like, okay, let's wait a little bit. We'll hit the floor, and then we'll pick up whatever it is, we're out here to look for.
Right.
So that's how we got started. Just very patient.
They're very patient. Really, that's exactly what I did. I kind of looked around. I looked at the wall books. I kind of had a game plan. Right off the bat, I committed to a book that Very Gary had because he just had fire. And I wanted to walk away with this book, and I'll talk about that book in a second. But other than that, I really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do. I didn't have an idea. Because the next day, believe it or not, the day after, I had a deal set up that I had to kind of save my cash for that, right? So, and I can't wait to show you what that is. And it's not a comic book, but it's
those of you who don't know Otto, he always has a deal set up.
I'm always looking for the next move, right?
He's like a used car salesman, but the other way.
Right.
He's not selling.
Yeah, fine. I'm always looking for the next move because when you're in a moment, you're in a moment. You've always got to look for the next move. So I'm always looking for the next move. And I definitely planned that. It was a year in progress and we made it work. So I'm going to show you some books. We added an extra cameraman tonight, you guys.
No way.
We did. We added an extra cameraman, and we're going to call that new cameraman the new guy, okay? So this new guy, if I could do this right, is right here, and we're going to try to make this work, all right? So this was...
Yeah, it's just nothing, right?
Well...
Jesus Christ, this guy.
So... Let me tell you a little bit about. I better stay away from the statue game. It's deep. I know, Chris. Look at the Brainiac. Wait till Roger sees this Brainiac statue after. So, I want to tell you a little bit about the backstory behind this book, and why it's important, why this book is important, and why I think I've learned to really, really appreciate this book. All right. So this right here is Spider-Man #5. This isn't the first appearance of Dr. Doom. We know that, but I am a Ditko fan. I'm a huge Ditko fan. And I started thinking to myself, why is this book so important? And then, of course, it's a Spider-Man that's under 10. You know, it's a single-digit Spider-Man book, Silver Age book. But then I kind of had that aha moment, and I don't know when that aha moment occurred in my insane mind, but I said, how many times has Ditko done Dr. Doom, right? How many times has Ditko gone on paper and done pictures and panels of Dr. Doom? And I went back and I said, you know what? I think this is the only time. So I had this book in, I think it was either Omnibus or the black and white books. And I loved it. But this book can get pretty pricey.
Yep.
All right. It's an early Spider-Man, even at a 3.5 or a 5.
Spider-Mans. They're just nuts.
Yes, they're just nuts. And so I knew Very Gary had gotten this book, and this book actually came from the Dave in the Cave collection, okay? So this book came from a fellow 3MIB brother, and he had moved the majority of his collection to Gary to help with his move out west. And I looked at it, and I said, you know, Dave told me it was missing a page. It's a 0.5. Everybody knows I love the 0.5s. But I said, you know what? How many...
ripped the cover off.
I could. I wouldn't do that. I would never destroy the books. But I definitely wouldn't do that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to grab this book. This book is important to me. It's important to the group of guys that I hang around with. And more importantly, it's a Ditko Doom book. So I grabbed it. Would I like to have this book in a 3.5 to 5? That's definitely on my want list. But now that I have it in a PC, I'm really happy about it. So I'm just crossing off all those.
Pope is definitely a Dave in the Cave pedigree.
Yes, it is definitely Pope and Chili Town. Yes, yes. Doug Bratton's got to go.
Where's he going?
All right. Oh, he's going over to hang out
that's
with
right.
Matt
He's
Wood.
going to Matt Woods.
No,
Great
no,
guy.
he's going over to. He's filling in.
Yeah.
Also, no, tonight. All right, there we go. All right. Nice, nice. All right. Well, everybody, just know Doug Bratton's going to head out. He's going to go.
Smartest man in comics, right there.
That's right. So I picked this book up. I'm happy to have it. Very Gary gave. Actually, I traded a few books from him. I traded and Eternals #1 9.4 and Eternals #2 9.4, and I traded something else. And Gary was very reluctant because he doesn't like trading Silver Age books. But as we know, Very Gary's a great guy in the community.
Yeah.
And once I said I got to keep it in the 3MIB family, Jay, I kind of gave it to him right there. You know what I mean? He kind of ponied it up, right?
He tugged
That's
it.
a great book,
his feelings.
I did. I definitely did. So, so that's one of the books that I picked up. And I'll just go over the rest of them. So, and I'll have Roger throw these up there. So
I'm like Vanna.
You really are. So this was a Moon Knight kind of weekend for me. Okay.
I put both of these up.
Put them both up. All right. So for those of you guys who don't know, I was recently on Michelle Moonlit Comics talking about Moon Knight books. Okay. And I was on with Comic Ozzy. I was on with Michelle. I forgot who else I was on with from Team Nerd Herd. I apologize. I can't think of the name offhand. But all of them showed this book, which is kind of the third appearance of Moon Knight. It's kind of like a dream issue. It's a little bit screwed up, but there's 4 panels on the window. And guess who's the guy, Jay, that didn't have the book?
This guy, yeah. Well, I mean,
This guy.
Can't have them all.
I can't have them all.
Can't have them all, especially a random book like this.
Yes.
I mean,
But it's a third appearance Moon Knight. He is on the cover. So I'm at the show. I'm at
Chris,
King Con.
this is issue 37.
Yes. I'm at the con. I go by a vendor and I notice that he's got 4 copies.
Wow.
Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I don't need it in 9.8. I don't need it in 9.2. My Werewolf by Night 32 and 33 are 8.5s. And that's such a hard grade to figure out. So I forgot who I was sitting with or standing with, and I had the 4 copies, and I said, okay, this one is too high grade to be an 8.5, so let's put that one back.
Jesus Christ.
This one is my reader copy, and this one is in that window, right? I mean, it's got a couple ticks. It's been read. So I said, you know what? I'm going to buy both of them. Why would I buy 2 copies?
In case you want to read it more than once.
Exactly, right?
Guy Forge.
That's right. So I picked them both up at a great price, and I forgot the vendor's name. He was behind Streetside Anthony. He was a newer vendor to me, so shout out to you, my man. I wish I could say more about that, but I wasn't able to. And so I did, and I paid cash for that, and I got a great price on those 2 books. One of them will definitely be sent to Spineworks with the hoping that it'll come back in 8.5. If it doesn't come back in 8.5, I'll sit on it until I can either find one out in the wild.
It'll be the first time someone gets disappointed with a 9.0.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want a 9.0, right? Jay, I don't need it to be perfect, man. I just need it to
going for that 8.5.
I feel like all the work you should have just bought an 8.5.
I probably could have. Yes. But that's
the thrill of the hunt.
That's the thrill of the hunt. Thank you very
Right.
much. I can go. And you know what? And I will say this, hand to God, I haven't even looked on eBay to see what the 8.5s are going for in this book, if there's any.
Only
so
$10.
that's fine. All right. Yeah, $10. All right. So then I went and I had another one. I went to Bronzeville Comics, Jim, and I had a couple more books to trade. And this was a book that I had, but I sold. It was a 7.0, and I regret selling it. So I do have FOMO with this. So this is Marvel Spotlight, first solo issue of Moon Knight. Again, this is going to go off to get graded. Do I think this is a 9.0? No. Do I hope it's an 8.5? Yes. So Bronzeville Comics Jim is a great supporter of the channel. Exactly, Mike. You got to just know exactly where to tweak it. So I did pick that one up. Happy about that. All right. Next book I saw was this is my second copy of this, and this was this whole debacle about these books. But I had 2 copies of the Ken Lashley Moon Knight that were Terrificon exclusives. And I was lucky enough at Terrificon to buy a bunch of them. I had a pair, and I saw a dealer who had this book, and this book definitely didn't belong there, right? I mean, of all the books that he had up on the wall, he had this book, and this book
I didn't even see it.
Definitely didn't belong there.
I literally was looking for this that weekend, and I did not see this on their wall.
I got a good eye. See, I'm a little, so anyway.
Oh, that's a beaut.
Right? So it's the negative space variant, the John Tyler Christopher.
I'm taking that home with me.
Yeah, right. He had a price of $80 on it. I offered him a trade, the Ken Lashley variants, gave him a good sales pitch, and he said, I don't know why I have this, but I'll take these. So I ended up. What's
Emerald
that?
Knights, right on. It would have been better off if you bought the higher grade and let me submit it. It would have came back an 8.5.
Yes, exactly. That's a great idea, Chris. I like that.
That's a great business plan.
Yeah, it is. That is.
As long as I get a cut.
Yeah. So I picked that one up. Happy to have that. That's definitely going to go off to
That's
CGC.
Fucking beautiful, right there. I absolutely missed the boat on this. I'm mad. I had an opportunity to pre-order it and I didn't.
Yeah.
And I did not see it there.
Because I don't usually typically order from those sites.
I know you don't. Yeah, Everett doesn't like those sites.
I don't know those
until there's a book he wants and he's like, give me one of those.
Then I call everybody up and I'm like, dude, did you order one? Order me another one. Order me another one. All right. So then this was a book that I picked up later on in the day.
Because I bought it, right?
Well, because a little bit. Because I wasn't going to let you be the only one to have it.
You threw me under you took away my steam with this thing.
So this was. Why don't you talk about this book, Raj?
I don't know.
Because if you notice, this comic book is a little bit smaller than the other books. All right. So I got this from CBSI Ben, aka the Mellow Fellow himself, who did actually do live sales on Whatnot
Took
that
away
day.
my thunder.
And this is why is this important, Raj?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's Darth Maul #2. So the first appearance of Cad Bane.
Cad Bane, yes.
But this is the Turkish variant. I don't know why that's funny, but every time I say every time I say that, I laugh. But it is. Mellow Johnny has an in, and he gets all these key books, but he gets the Turkish variants, like Turkish or like European variants. And I just think it's amazing. Like I all day, like from the time I got there, I saw that book sitting there, and I just kept saying ever. I'm like, I'm not leaving without one copy of that thing. And like after about an hour, I went over there. I'm like, I'm going nuts. I need this book. And all of a sudden, like 4 hours later, he's like, look what I bought. Like,
yeah.
What the hell?
Right.
But yeah, so this is the first appearance. This is Darth Maul #2, first appearance of Cad Bane. But this is the Turkish variant.
Okay. I don't know. Never been in Turkey.
So cool. I
don't know.
I'm sending mine in to CGC. I absolutely want it encapsulated. I don't have an actual first appearance of Cad Bane because I'm an idiot. I sold it years ago and I haven't got it back. And I don't know if it's reachable right now, but this is a pretty cool book. I really love the concept of getting covers of books that you like that are printed in other countries.
Right, which you did do.
Which I did do, which I'm going to show. This is one of the ones I was going to show, which I'm just going to throw that in the fucking garbage.
Oh, get out of here. All right.
I do have a couple that I'm going to show up. But yeah, this is absolutely cool. And if you're ever on his Whatnot sales, Mellow Johnny, CBSI Ben, he constantly has a ton of Star Wars shit, and they're like Turkish variants. I bought one. It was a sketch cover of Mace Windu, and that's what it was. It looked like it was sketch, but it was a print, but it was a Turkish variant. I absolutely love that book. It's pretty cool.
All right. So this was my last pickup, and this was a really fun pickup. This just happened to fall in my lap when I saw it. So I got this from SMBC Comics. Evan, he was the first vendor on the King Con preview. No one could do the Turkish delight. Right. So you're
right, Michael P. I do need a Turkish ASM 300.
Yes.
And if they don't have one, shame on them.
Yes. So I just recently, maybe about a year ago, I finally submitted my G.I. Joe 22, the silent issue. That was my own copy. I bought that one off the rack. I sent it into Spineworks. It came back at 9.6. Would I have loved it to come back at 9.8? Yeah.
There's comparison on this guy.
Sure. I'd love it. I would have loved it to come back at 9.8. But that book at a 9.6 was, I can't say it was well read because there's no words in it, but it was well appreciated.
Before we show that.
Yes.
Arsenio, our tables, we don't charge our vendors for tables. So we ask for a donation to the raffle that we sell tickets to the public that come to the show. So if you're interested, brother, reach out, man. We would love to have you, man. Sell some of your stuff.
Yep.
Whether it's art or if you just have books that you want to sell, reach out to us because
we do have a couple spots left. Yeah. So what's Pope saying? That G.I. Joe 21 is the only thing silent about. Yeah, you're right. It is. But now listen. So then I was digging and I had a couple bucks because Streetside Anthony came by my table, Jay, and bought everything off me.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep,
like,
same.
I mean, yeah, that's him, right? That's what he does, right? All right. So then I had some money and I looked, and then I found this book, and I said I had to have it. Roger, go ahead, post this.
What is
this? He's got to look at it
Is
first.
this the reprint?
No, it better not be. I didn't pay for the reprint.
The
this is G.I. Joe 26. This is the origin of Snake Eyes in a 9.6. So when I looked at that, Jay, my linear senses, my linear brain went crazy, and I was like, I got to buy this. Because now I don't have to get it. I don't have to get the 21 and a 9.8 because I just don't need it. Now I've got his first appearance.
9.6 is the new 9.8.
9.6 is the 9.8.
Especially with the 90s stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've got both of them. I'm happy. My Snake Eyes collection is good. I'm very happy with that. So those are my hauls. Those are my pickups. And it was a lot of fun to be there, to dig, to see what all the different vendors had.
There was so much different shit.
Yeah.
Like like sometimes you go to a show, like you see the same old. Every vendor had something different.
Yes.
Right.
Whether it was Ben with his Star Wars Turkish stuff or Gary with his I mean, his wall was all freaking 9/8 this time. It was absolutely insane. But like, you could, no matter what you were looking for at King Con, you could have found it. Like everybody had something different.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Right. So, all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little bit of break. You're going to see a little bit of a little commercial by our boys at Spineworks who are at Big Apple Con right now. They're in the live chat, and then we'll turn it over to Jay and see what him and Jen picked up. So. All right, all right. So you guys know that our boys Spineworks are out and about, and they are they're at Big Apple Con. Go take a look. Go say what's up to them. Go see Lenny and Mike. So Jay, we're gonna see what you picked up because I know you picked up some books because you crossed some things off your list, which I don't have a list though, man. I'm upset that I don't have a list.
I realized like I need a list to keep focused. If not, I'm just not. There's no plan. So there's 6 books I wanted to get this year. I'm sticking to those, but then picking up stuff along the way that's not too crazy.
All right, right on. All right. So before you show your books, I'm going to remember to
highlight this guy, man.
All right, baby. You've got the floor, my friend. All right.
Sweet. So my wife Jennifer, she's a collector as well. That's the beauty of going to these things. Excuse me. Gosh. That's the beauty of going to these things. You hunt together, the stuff you're looking for together.
You got the same thing I had, right? I mean, it happens, right?
Jesus.
Like, what the heck? I'm finally talking.
Yeah, right.
So Jen looks across the way. She's like, hey, come here. Look at this book.
Okay.
She gave me the look. She's like, I think we should get it.
Okay,
Batman 357. This is the first appearance of Jason Todd, Killer Croc. It's one she's been after. I pick up Batman books along the way.
Yep.
Oh, if I'm really looking for them or if I'm really after them. This was one we both were kind of really wanted to pick up. So we picked this up at the booth across from us. And they cut us a decent deal. So
all the way across from you, like across the room.
Right across
was it
from
Fury
our
Comics,
Fury
or was
Comics?
it the other guy?
No, the guy next to Fury Comics.
The guy next to Fury Comics. Okay. Yeah.
So we picked that up, and then I picked this up actually from Gary. This is Batman 635. This is the first.
Nice.
We're like,
Yeah.
Jason Todd as the Red Hood.
Red Hood. Yeah.
This is one book I've always wanted. But I told myself, like, I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna like search for it. If I run into it for a good price, if I can get it for a better price, then heck yeah, let me just pick it up.
Yeah.
This one was the first buy of the day. Jen saw it at Gary's booth. So this was one that was on her list and on mine, so we were able to cross that off. This is Daredevil 168.
Oh, this is a good book.
Nice.
So
First
I love it.
appearance of
Electra. I know you picked that book because I've been waiting to tell you this. So I don't own that book graded. I have my reader copy, which I had as a kid. And let me tell you something. Electra is probably one of, other than Jean Grey, And Supergirl. She's definitely in my top 3. And my top 3 favorite female characters are all interchangeable. And even with the Ben Affleck Daredevil, first I love Jennifer Garner.
I'm about to say, seriously,
Jennifer Garner.
100%.
She made Elektra for me.
Yes, Jennifer Garner. I love, like, God, she was so hot. Good, you know, whatever. Anyway, but so when I saw that book, I was very, very jealous that you did pick that book. Like, exactly. Oh my God! And now she's doing a commercial with Charles Barkley, and the haircut's just really funny. So, Jay, is that a book that you were both kind of after? Or
yeah, we were both after this one. It was either this or the first Bullseye. Now, I would have bought the first Bullseye as well, but it's one of those weird things where I just couldn't find one that I wanted. Yes. I really couldn't find any at all. So I'm like, you know what? We got this one. I'm happy. I'm glad. Of course, Jen's happy and glad too. So pretty happy to have that one.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is. That's how it is. So this last one was a big one that I, really wanted to pick up. I think I actually bought this from Ex-Illusionary. He had it, and this is Heroes for Hire #1.
Yeah,
nice.
First appearance of Luke Cage, and this one, like I had it years ago, just a raw copy, and I'm like, I need to get this now graded. One of my favorite Marvel characters, heroes. Period.
Absolutely.
Being a New York guy, kid who grew up in Brooklyn but hung out in Harlem all the time. It really hit. So, so I picked this one up again. Best part of the show was like, I've never gotten such great deals on books, like I did at this show, and I think it's because it's a lot of like-minded folks that know, like, hey, I'm gonna cut this brother a deal because this is something he's after, or I know this guy pretty well. So I mean, Gary, Ex-Illusionary Comics, everybody who I dealt with was just great and phenomenal deals. So we were able to pick these up, and then kind of refocus on the charity stuff we were doing at the table. But yeah, those were our pickups, and couldn't be happier with them, to be honest.
No, good books. I actually I have that same book in that same grade because I think that is a great grade for that book. Yeah. For me, I agree with you. Power Man and Iron Fist was a book that I read off the rack. Then I went back and I read those, and the earlier issues of Power Man are great. Roy Thomas talks so highly of it. Steve Englehart, was really big into that, and you hear all the stories about Power Man, and I don't know. And even with the TV show on Netflix, Michael Collier, if I'm saying his name right,
he was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal, man, and he nailed
as
it.
Luke Cage. I mean, he really did. I hope they bring him back in the Disney world.
Yeah,
because I'll tell you, I worked for Barney's New York back when they were still around, and he came into the store one day.
Really,
I saw him in person, and he is a gigantic human being. Like,
really,
like, you definitely are Luke Cage, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm like 100%. You got it.
That whole show to me was I mean, other than Daredevil was my favorite. I mean, first right off the bat, like they came out with the show and every episode was named after a Gangstar song.
Yeah, right.
Like that's my jam, right? Like, that's Guru and Premier. That's that's what I love the most. So but the way they incorporated all the music and everything, I think they really did a better job with Luke Cage than all the others.
100% agree. A lot of people say, "Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy has such a great soundtrack." I'm like, you need to watch Luke Cage. And
seriously.
More importantly, you didn't pay attention to Luke Cage.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy had great music, like it brought nostalgia. But Luke Cage's music was geared towards this is the song that should go with this scene.
Yes, or this episode. Right?
Yeah,
this episode.
Right.
I agree with you. Yeah. So that was good. And you're right, Uncanny Swag. Cottonmouth was great in it.
Yeah.
The throwback to the older suit was great.
It's so funny how
Mariah was on there. She was great.
Yeah. It's funny how these shows, they bring characters that were like throwaways and make them incredible characters.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it has to do with we'll describe this character because it'll cost us less money.
Right. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to see. But Jay, man, you got great pickups.
You got anything else, Jay?
That's it. That's all I was focused on getting.
It's quality over quantity at this point, right?
Yeah,
man. Good for you. And I'm glad you got some good stuff, and those are fun books, and glad you were able to hit up the dealers that we know and keep product in the IG comic book
for
community.
sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Which is really good. So, all right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is something that is near and dear to us, especially to Roger and the defects. And we did a raffle for Paulie Strong last year, but there's something going on right now. So I'm going to turn it over to Roger, and I'll let him talk about that right now.
All right. So for those of you that weren't aware of the charity raffle we did last year, Paulie Strong is a charity that raises funds for pediatric cancer research. Okay, Paulie was a young boy who was taken too early in his life from cancer, and his parents, while he was going through treatment, decided he was going to start this charity, and he started selling T-shirts, and they raised all sorts of money. What I learned through this process is pediatric cancer research only gets about 10% of the funding from cancer research monies from organizations, whether could be the Cancer Society, it could be private research or whatever it is, which is to me tragic because the kids are our future, right? So one of the things that they do to raise money is they do this Lego drive. And this here is I'm sorry, this is not a money raiser. What this does is the kids they go into the they go for treatment, and while they're in the hospital, what do? Like they sit there, they try to watch TV. What Paulie Strong does is they have this they decided they're going to get people to donate sets of Legos. Right? Because it gives the kids that are in the hospital fighting cancer something to do.
And they can't have used Legos.
Right, exactly. So you can't donate your Legos. So once somebody plays with a Lego in the hospital, it goes from them to either home or it goes in the garbage. They cannot share because of the risk of transmitting different, whether it's cold or a virus or something like that. So it's very important that new Lego sets get donated. So every March, which is the month of Paulie's birthday, which started this, they have this big drive. You can go on Amazon. You can go on to Paulie Strong. There's go to the pauliestrong.org, and that will take you to their website, and it'll give you a link to go to Amazon. From Amazon, you can buy Lego sets. And what they do is they deliver them straight to the Sloan Kettering Children's Pediatric Cancer Ward, and they donate these Legos to these kids so that they're able to play with these Legos and
just be kids.
Yeah, be kids. Like
who
you're in
loves
a hospital.
We still collect Legos, right, Jay?
Right.
We still collect Legos.
Like there's many organizations that do things like football players will go there and visit the kids. But once all that stuff settles down and the cameras are gone, what do? They try to watch TV. These Legos are a huge part of this coping mechanism for the kids who are dealing with cancer treatment. So it's a phenomenal, event that they do. And it's and just thousands and thousands of Lego sets get donated, but you can never have enough because, as we said, once a Lego set is played with, it either goes home with that family or it gets thrown away. They cannot reuse it. They can't just go from room to room to room. It doesn't work that way. So if you're willing, and this is something that the Pressable Deffects brought to light last year, I got involved with. I spent a lot of my time donating my time to cancer organizations. And as I scaled back on things that I was doing, this thing really kind of touched my heart, and we took off with it. So, and we are definitely asking you if you have the means to be able to go to Amazon and purchase a Lego set for the hospital. Awesome. If not, $1, $5, $10 donated like I said, on this slide, you have www.pauliestrong.org. They'll give you all the information you need. They have events throughout the entire year, but this one here means a lot to me because I think the fact that when you have a child who's fighting for their lives and they're in the hospital and they're going through treatment, they feel like crap. to be able to give them a Lego set, no matter what it is, and it gives them something to do, means a lot. And moving forward, last year we did this, and I'm hoping this year it's going to be even bigger. So it's kind of a save the date coming up after the Lego. We're going to have our 2nd annual charity raffle to benefit Pauly Strong Foundation. Last year we had about 20 to 30 comic books that were donated by the community, and basically I sell a raffle spot for $10 a spot. And once the allotted time was up, we pulled the names, and everybody who got into the raffle had an opportunity to win whatever books. And first place got to choose, and we went on and on and on. I'm hoping this will get bigger. I'm hoping there'll be more donations. So keep this in mind. We're a couple months away. I want to let the Lego kind of charity thing run its course, and then we're going to do that charity raffle again.
Right on, man. Good
That's
dude,
awesome.
man. Good guys, good cause. Who doesn't love Legos?
Great community. Like the reach out from the community was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. The Thunderhouse design. Don't be late next time, Jax. I mean, you got teenagers, you got family kids. Don't be late, man. 8 o'clock. By that time, you fed the kids, everything's good. Don't be sorry about being late. Just don't be late, right?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Exactly.
So now Roger has some pickups. All right.
Yeah, I got a couple.
He's got a couple. So let's see. You know what? As we always say, but we're going to give him this one right here. Where is the good one right here, Jay? Right? Because
The original.
this is where it stemmed from.
Highlight this guy, man. Highlight this guy, man.
Jay, what's wrong with this
I got
dude,
terrible.
man?
I got terrible friends. That's the problem.
Oh my god.
Terrible friends.
That's a great
I should
clip.
have been sleeping.
You should have went
I
to
should have been
bed.
sleeping. And instead of the defect saying, "Roger, go to bed," no.
Highlight this guy, man.
Look at, but here, hold on here. Again, look at Matt Forge right in the middle. He's egging you on the most, right? Good,
Yeah.
Good friend, Matty Forge.
Highlight this guy, man.
If you were to rewatch that, how many times Matt said, "What does Roger have to think about this?" So instead of texting me and saying, "Dude,
Oh
go
my
to bed,"
God, look what we just got. Guys, we do want to show this right now. I just got a text message from Vancouver Comic Junkie. He is donating to the raffle a Ghost Rider Volume 2, number 28, Sons of Midnight, 9.8.
No way.
Yep.
9.8?
9.8
That's
right
awesome.
there.
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
on the phone. Vancouver Comic Junkie, one of the greatest guys in the community.
BCJ,
guys
man, we
know this
appreciate
book,
you. God
Rise
damn it.
of the Midnight
Holy
Suns,
crap, dude.
9.8 right there. So
That is
we'll take
amazing.
care of that.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you so much. Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. We hoping to double or triple the money we made last year, which I donated $2,500 bucks.
man.
So.
All right. Before
That's
you
awesome.
get started, we have one question in the chat.
All right, what is it?
When will Roger be returning to Spy Tips?
All right. Not anytime soon. 'Cause I'm very irresponsible, and they go on 11 o'clock on a Saturday. So
Right, that's late for us here on the East Coast, man. Especially, and I don't know about everybody else here, but Roger and I are busy. We're busy with the kids. Come 3 or 4 o'clock, man. If we got nothing going on, we're going to the local pub.
yeah, for sure.
So come 11 o'clock, kaput,
And
man. We're done.
that video came from I was here in the backyard by the fire pit, hanging out with Everett, drinking and smoking cigars.
Yeah,
I got home at 10 o'clock and I went live at 11. No business.
no business. All right, so we're gonna get the new guy on the camera, Jay. Right? I figured out how to do this.
Let's get it.
Here we go. We got the new guy.
So I picked this one up. This is so if anybody is a Star Wars fan, and who's not, this is going to, I believe that this is a book that's going to pop once the Ahsoka show pops up, because a lot of people are speculating that this is the first Ahsoka in the Marvel canon. So this is Star Wars Mace Windu number 5.
All right. Now, where'd you find this?
I don't remember. Sorry. I'm gonna be
Is that for
honest.
sale?
No, not
not
right
for
now.
sale.
No, I'm
NFS?
sending. not for sale. I'm sending this to Spineworks.
Fireworks. All right. That's a great book. I've never seen that book. To be
Yeah,
honest with
it's
you. Jay, you've ever seen that
awesome.
book?
I've never seen it. No, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to be one of those books because you have, Clone Wars #1, and you have,
Right.
the Darth Vader, I think 14, where they say is the first Ahsoka in canon. Like there's all those books are gonna pop once her show starts and Thrawn shows up and all that stuff's gonna blow up. This is one I'm specking on right now.
You heard it right here. That's a Roger spec right there, buddy. Roger
if you buy it and nothing happens, don't blame me. So I'm gonna put this up even though some jerk off put it in front of me, but this is the
a-hole cut the line.
This is the first thing I bought at King Con. This is the Turkish variant of.
You bought that before Otto, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely bought it before me. Because Jay, I wasn't gonna let it.
It's the first thing I bought. I brought it over on him. He's like, no way, what's that? I'm like, it's the first appearance of Cad Bane, the Turkish variant. All of a sudden, then the very next time that came up was he showed it like a half hour ago. Like he didn't even show it to me that day.
No, I didn't even tell him I bought it. I didn't even tell him I bought it. He's gonna yell at me.
So yeah, go with that.
All right.
All right.
So this is a very
this
fun
is pretty
story.
cool. This is a good story.
All
so
right.
I was walking around. I finally came to the table and manned the booth.
Oh God, Jay! Look at
Finally
that.
manned the
Wait,
booth.
here comes the bus.
Finally manned the booth. You know, like because we got plenty of video of people being there, and
Everett wasn't
me
there.
or Everett's not there. So I walked around and I come up to Ben, Mellow Fellow, CBSI Ben, and he was live on Whatnot. So everybody knows my infatuation with the ASM 300 covers.
It's a sickness.
It's a bit of a sickness.
Well,
and not only with the swipes, but now I've gotten into trying to find European variants, right? I've got the Italian is what set that off.
The Italian variant.
Speciale.
Yeah,
speciale. So I got the other one that just came back as the Norwegian one or the Danish one or whatever it was. That just came back from Spineworks. I just think it's cool as hell. So as I'm standing in front of him, he's live on Whatnot, and he's doing a Russian variant of the ASM 300 sale. So I'm literally standing in front of him. I'm on Whatnot in front of him, bidding on his fucking book. Like, are you ever kidding me right now?
Wait a second. I'm Ben on Whatnot.
Yeah.
You're Roger.
I'm
on
standing
the
in front of him.
across.
I'm like, it's on Whatnot. He's like, you got to go on Whatnot. So I'm on Whatnot bidding on this goddamn thing, right? So it gets to the point where, like, you know what? I'm watching one on eBay. I'm like, I bid what I was watching and then kind of let it go. And I'm like, all right, I'm walking away before I spend more money than I want to. So at the same time, there was another variant, European. I don't know, it's not really European, but I don't, because it's not Europe. I don't know how you call it, but
it's not
a variant from another country, I guess.
Not Europe.
That I was eyeing. It's not Europe. It's not US. So another country. And so I go over and actually Guy Forge, I told him the story and he said, go ask him. He might have another one.
Okay.
So I was like, I didn't think of that. It's fucking genius, right?
Go ask
in front of the guy. I go and ask him, do you have another Russian variant? He goes, yes, I do.
No way.
All right. So, bam.
All right, here we go.
I pick up
Nice.
the Russian variant of the ASM 300. I am freaking stoked to have this. And I'm at the point, this is definitely going out. I don't care what the grade is.
Right.
Because now I have the Italian variant. I have the Danish variant. Now I'm going to have the Russian variant. And now I'm gone down that. I don't know if you can find the rabbit hole.
Yeah. No, well, listen.
But that's. I knew once I got my hands on the Italian variant because that's by far it's all black. It's really the neatest, I think, European other country variant that they have. I knew I was going to go down this rabbit hole. I mean, I already am at like 125 copies of homages or cover swipes or whatever the hell you want to call them.
It's
right
disgusting. There. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there we go. Down the rabbit hole.
I mean, you haven't gone down it once. You've gone down it twice.
Well, yeah,
between
the hip hop variants. And,
yeah.
So this thing here, and Ben had another one, and it's just phenomenal. And he told me what he wanted to give me. He gave me an unbelievable deal. I said, you know what? I want to parlay it with that book.
Really?
And this is the other book I parlayed it. This is a chrome cover version. It's a reprint from Mexico.
No way.
Ooh.
No, that is a sick cover.
It's
dude.
just it's.
You guys got to see
phenomenal.
this. This
I'm
is
telling
shiny,
you,
dude. If that's not a 9.8,
I was watching this on eBay, and the eBay prices didn't touch what Ben gave me the book
The
for.
mellow fellow.
A mellow fellow, and
That's
he
great,
gave
man.
me these 2 books together, the Russian and the Mexican reprint, at an unbelievable goddamn deal. And it was after, and we talked about this with Nigel about Comic Karma. He had come to our booth and he had pulled a bunch of books out, and I was like, I'm not going to charge you those prices, and I gave him a great deal. I think that Comic Karma always comes back, and if you help other people out and you take care of other people, and you're not a jerk about things, it ends up coming back. This right here is my version.
That's
those
dope.
2 books and what I got them for, and the fact that I was able to find those, because the fact I've been watching those for 6 months or so.
Wow.
Then I go to his table and he's got them.
Yep.
It's just
awesome.
Yeah.
Jay, you got to agree with me. You've been in this game a long time with me, dude. This comic book karma is a real deal, right? Like
very real deal.
It definitely happens. It's definitely around. It definitely isn't something where, we just say it to say it, man. It doesn't happen right in front of you, but it happens along the way, right?
For sure. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Fucking Michael.
So what's he saying?
In Russia, you do not swipe cover. Cover swipes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So Roger's got some recent pickups. I did my pickups. Jay, you did yours. We're going to talk about Moon Knight real quick, but we're going to take a little bit of break. We're going to do a little video by Capture Collectibles, and then we're going to talk about Moon Knight, and then we're going to do our CGC unboxing. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to refresh our drinks. I hope you're enjoying some drinks on a Friday afternoon, because my throat is shot, and I'm going to have the bar back right here. Take care of me real quick. Make sure he freshens this up with some fresh lime. So hit it. Here's Capture Collectibles, you guys.
You're telling me to hit it?
Well, somebody's got to do it. Dave's not here. And Dave doesn't know how to do it, so come on. All right, we are ready to go now. So everybody's talking about it. I showed a bunch of books. In the chat, tell us, give us from 1 to 10 your level of excitement, if you're even excited for it. I mean, I'll let Jay go first because you are our guest. Jay, we've got Moon Knight right around the corner. Give us a CGC grade for your level of excitement for this. And I don't even know, like, you know what? I don't even know if this is something that's in your wheelhouse. What do you think about this?
So Moon Knight is not in my wheelhouse.
Okay, gotcha.
It's one of those books that I started reading after the show was announced because I like to familiarize myself.
Really good move. Okay, good move.
With characters and plots and all that stuff. This is going to be a 10 for me though.
Okay.
I think this is something totally different that we're going to see. You know, having the multiple personalities very interesting to me.
Yes, yes.
Want to see how they go through that. So yeah, it's definitely a 10 for me. I'm very excited.
All right. For me, I don't know. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know your question. I didn't say anything. I was waiting for you to go.
All right. So for me, I have. All right. So in the 80s, Bill Sienkiewicz was doing Moon Knight. I didn't go back and buy the first cover appearance. I didn't even know about Werewolf by Night. I just started buying the Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knights because the 666 cover, the Bloody Wolf cover, all of that stuff was amazing. I will say, though, and I've said this 7 ways from Sunday, by the time Bill did this, he was just at the point where it was getting a little bit too abstract for me, if that makes sense. as a young comic book reader. By the time he got to New Mutants, that shit was so crazy, I couldn't even appreciate it. I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. It was too abstract. It was too liney, whatever. But the Moon Knight stuff, I really, really did enjoy. I did enjoy, and I did buy off the rack, and I have that in the back, the Fist of Khonshu. I talked about that on Michelle's channel, Moonlit Comics. I enjoyed the Fist of Khonshu. I really enjoyed it. There was a hardcover book, not a hardcover book, but a thicker with him on the cover. It was like a Marvel premiere book. I did buy that. I really enjoy the character of Frenchie, right? Just like the Alfred character, just like I can't think of Deathstroke's character, his like the guy that always helps him, his handler, right? I really, really, and of all the handlers, I think Frenchie was a really great character. Now I'll be honest with you, as a young comic book reader, did I make a connection as a young kid that this is a Marvel ripoff of Batman? I didn't. I honestly didn't. And I still don't think it is, you guys. I mean, you can connect anything.
It's a spin.
Right. It's a spin. You can spin anything together if you use the right adjectives. But I definitely didn't feel that way. My Werewolf by Night is one of my, I've got a few copies, the 32, not a few copies, but I've got my 8.5, which was for the PC. But my coverless, I shouldn't say this, my Werewolf by Night 0.5 is probably, which I bought last year at the swap, shout out to J&S Collectibles, is one of the most prized possessions in my collection at a 0.5. And I've talked about that ad nausea about why it is. And you can go back in the videos and watch that, or just DM me and I'll tell you. But I really do enjoy it. Oscar Isaac, I think, is a great choice for this.
Yes.
I don't know where they're going with it. And I'll tell you guys, this is where I get into the argument with my son, who watches every trailer the minute it comes out. We're very busy. We work full time. We're parents. We're adults. We have adult responsibilities. I want to sit down and lament in the ability to watch it. I still even haven't watched the bonus footage from the Joker yet, right? Because I haven't been able to enjoy it. I want to clear my mind.
Yes.
I want to get my Zen straight, and I want to be able to do that. So, have I watched every trailer leading up to Moon Knight? No. Am I completely excited for it? I'm probably at a 9.8. And I will tell you, if they take different versions of Moon Knight and throw it all together, by God, I'm going to love it. Because this 13-year-old kid who used to watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and watch Lou Ferrigno as the Incredible Hulk, or the Spider-Man version with the rope that came out of his arm, or Batman 66, or the Electric Company, to think that now I'm watching Moon Knight on TV with a budget of millions of dollars is fantastic. So you guys all know it has to be really bad for me not to enjoy it. So my level of anticipation on this is a 9.8, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. So that's what I feel about Moon Knight. Juan, Jay, I appreciate the way you said it. You kind of got new on it. You know what I mean? You followed up on it. I think that's great. You have your connection to it. Yep. So I'm at a 9.8. Roger, I know you. I don't even know where you stand on this.
All right. So what do we know about Moon Knight, right?
Right.
Arthur Isaac is playing him.
Yep.
Phenomenal, right?
Phenomenal.
Mark Spector, mercenary who almost dies and ends up in front of Khonshu, gives him these powers. Ethan Hawke is in there as the villain. From what I understand, it's not even. It's like not even a B villain. It's like a
it's not even.
Villain.
Dude,
it's a throwaway character. I know zero about Moon Knight. Absolutely zero. I have not watched any of the leading up trailers, any of the spoilers, any of the Easter eggs. I know nothing about it.
You don't?
Nothing.
Well, okay, very well.
I've never read it. And Jay started reading it because I've not read anything. I don't know anything about Moon Knight.
So that's really interesting.
Okay. So I've decided to keep it that way so that I can have an open mind about the show.
Yes.
So what's going to happen is every Tuesday after the Moon Knight show, which is the night before the following episode, I'm going to be joining Moonlit Comics on her show to review Moon Knight.
Okay.
And my perspective is going to be I have zero expectations because I don't know anything about this character.
Yep.
I mean, okay, it's not that I don't know anything about this character.
Right.
I understand he's got the schizophrenic personality. He's got all these different abilities.
Right.
I understand how he got the powers that he got. I don't understand the concept of okay, Mark Spector's in the mirror. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't understand
Right.
any of that.
Right.
Like, how does that connect? How does Mark Spector become the person who's seeing him in the? I don't need to.
Yes.
I want to be.
And I
able to-
really,
and which,
really can't wait to see your take on it too, as someone who didn't read it. Like, what your take is going to be. Like, for sure, I'll be tuning into that.
right, and that's what Michelle and I were talking. I'm like, I have a percent because she loves Moon Knight.
Yes.
And I'm at the point where I don't know anything about it, so I can give you an honest opinion based on just a comic book fan watching a show about a character I don't know.
Correct. Where?
Was it entertaining?
Yes.
Did it pull me in? Am I understanding the story?
Yep.
Do I like the story?
Okay.
I have no expectations.
This is going to be good.
Because I don't
Jay,
know
this is
anything.
a good sales pitch,
Right? Because I don't know anything
for sure,
about this. I
100%.
don't know anything about this character. I really don't.
Yeah.
Other than the origin and kind of thing, how things happen. I didn't read any of them, so
Right.
I have no idea anything about this character.
Correct.
So going on Moonlit's show, and when we started talking about it, and she's like, "This will be perfect." Like, you're going to come on as the perspective. I don't know anything about this character, so I'm just judging this show itself.
Okay.
And but
Dig it.
I mean, so I did watch the trailers. It looks great. It really does look great. The whole, like, am I dreaming? Am I not?
Yes.
Fuck, we've all been there, right?
Right. Oh
Right.
my God.
How many times I woke up and thought it was real and
Holy
it was
crap. I told
actually
you about the
dreaming?
dream I had this
Yeah.
morning.
Like,
Oh,
seriously,
my God.
I never thought about tying myself to the bed. Like, so I am looking forward to it in a completely different way, because it almost seems like this is a direction that Marvel's going in that they've never had before.
Okay.
It's almost more like a Batman version of a Marvel character than Marvel has done before.
Okay.
It's dark.
Yep.
It's less like Avengers, like joke around,
Sure.
we're gonna
No,
save
no,
the world,
No, it's
and
definitely not
more dark, like I'm gonna F some
Yeah.
people up. Like there was that one thing where he was just bashing a dude's head in, like the
that.
Batman
Yes,
one.
right.
Like
Right.
when before we got the Batman movie,
Right.
you had that version of he was just smashing a dude's face in.
Yep.
That's what you got with the Moonlight trailers, and I think I'm looking forward to it
Good.
for the main fact that I have no idea what to expect.
Right. And I will say this. So we've got like excellent. All right. CT Jazz King, thank you very much. Thunder House says it's, he's a little bit worried. He's about a 7.5 because he's worried that they're trying to do too much. You're right. Michael Raphael says if they go deep into the psychosis, it'll be amazing. 9.9. Jay, I know you're really into the psychological aspect of that, which you just said. So, maybe this is something that we do between the three of us after 3 issues, and then 3 issues like it's a comic book, and then we wrap it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
We'd love to talk about it.
that
Yeah.
might be some future content for us. So yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. So again, you guys know that those are the things that's going on. Roger's going to take this on, and I think that's great that you're doing that, and it's going to be fresh, because how many times have we watched something and says, well, that's not what happened in the book.
Right.
That's
Right.
not what happens in this.
That's
you
why
know?
I'm looking so much forward to this, because I have
Audie,
zero
what's up, man?
expectations. I have zero expectations. I don't know anything about Moon Knight.
Yes.
The story, like I said, yeah, I understand the origin and all that. I don't know any of the storylines.
Yep.
Whether it was,
Right. You don't know
version 1, version 2,
versus
version
this
3.
versus
I
that.
don't know. I don't even
Yeah.
know what the F Khonshu means, other than it's an Egyptian god.
Yeah,
like,
right.
that's all I know.
Okay.
Okay.
I dig
So,
it, man. I dig it.
That's why I'm kind of looking forward to this and doing this thing with Moonlit Comics, Michelle, on Tuesdays. It's basically going to be a recap of the week before leading into Wednesday's show, because I'm taking it in as if this is the first time I've ever
Love
watched
it.
anything.
Absolutely. All right. Awesome. All right. So guys, so that's what we have to talk about Moon Knight. Now we have the CGC unboxing. All right. So before we were going to get this prepped, I've got Roger helping me out. Jay, you've got some things going on with the Fiend Club, right?
Yeah, so we just announced that we will be doing a limited variant cover.
Get out of here.
It's a club variant. Art is done by Marat Michaels. It's going to be limited to 200. I'm putting it in the
Yeah, put the description in.
put it right there. It's in the YouTube chat. So there's only 200 copies available. It's a gold variant of our
Nice.
first ever club variant book.
I love it. I love it.
Based off of The Walking Dead. Art
Really?
done by based off of Walking Dead, done by Marat Michaels. So we're doing that.
And when does
200
that drop,
issues.
Jay?
It's already up for pre-order now. I believe
Really?
it's $70. And then with that, you're gonna get a free Crimson Bat card, which is a character that is created, and there's gonna be more stuff about that coming down the line. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
Art is done by
pre-order that, Jay.
that is going to be, if you go to Crimson Bat Comics, I put the link in the YouTube chat.
Yep.
You go there, you could pre-order it on there, and then you're also going to get it looks like the old Marvel trading cards, just with the Crimson Bat character on there.
Love it.
So that is what's going on there. So check it out. Like I said, limited to 200. The art is phenomenal, and yeah.
Cool,
sure.
man. Thank you very much.
Little collector's book.
I don't see it in the chat because I want to make sure it gets there. What?
Let's see.
You put it in the chat?
Go ahead. But you know what, though? I mean, I've met some of your guys in Baltimore. I think that's where I first met you.
Yeah.
With, that's where I actually first met you. We're all the way down in Baltimore. We did that. So, I mean, you guys got a great thing going on. I love the camaraderie. I love everything that you're doing. We got Joker in the house. What up,
What's going on, Joker?
Mike?
Good to see you, Mike. Yep, absolutely. What exit, Mike? What exit? Oh, I forgot that, Jay, you're on that joke.
That's right.
What exit? So, Jay, we were at, what exit were we at the show? We're at 131?
131,
yeah.
And what exit are you? Just about.
139.
All right. So
that's where I'm there.
Right, so there you go. So that's funny. And you're from Jersey. What exit? That's very funny from guys outside of Jersey. Maybe it gets old, but we thought that was pretty funny. All right, you guys. So now the moment we've been waiting for, at least I have. I got a CGC delivery. They've been few and far between lately, but I'm gonna send actually tomorrow.
Hold on 1 second. Jay, put that link in the private chat.
Let me put it in here for you.
Yeah.
Boom.
We've been waiting. So what I've got here is I've got a bunch of yellow labels from Captured Collectibles. Okay. So these are. I'm sorry, you guys are messing with this. All right. So I've got a bunch of yellow label books.
What? These are all blue.
No.
What are you talking about? There's not 5 books in there?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 of them.
No way.
And they're all blue labels. What the hell are you?
Oh my God.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what you got here?
No, I don't even know because I don't open the stuff.
Oh my God.
Stuff. These are for the Christ. Oh my God. This is my latest submission. Oh my God. You guys are in for a treat. This is good stuff. These are books that I sent out to Lenny. Because he's been, oh my God. All right, so forget about yellow labels, guys.
Really seriously, let's you didn't even check to see what the hell you got.
No, I don't. I don't check the grades, Roger. You know that. So,
oh my gosh.
My God. All right. But so, you know what? I got something from the post office today, and I'm like, why would I get this from the post office? And I wouldn't have to sign for it. So, this is some good stuff. This might be some Silver Age and some modern stuff.
I don't even know what's going on here.
I don't even know.
Threw me for a loop here.
Oh my God! All right, so hey, that's what happens when you're on 3 in the basement. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna add new guy.
Put the new guy on.
We're gonna put the new guy on. All right. So you tell me what the book is first. I don't even know what to do. I don't even remember what these books are.
What do we got? We got X-Men 129.
What?
X-Men 129. Oh, this is is this a reprint?
Oh no, these are my you know what, Juan? You know what these books are? These are the ones that I got from the toys.
Reprint of X-Men 129.
Yes.
Included with Marvel Legends Colossus action figure.
That's right. All right, you guys are in for a treat right now. That's
awesome.
This is good right here. This is the one. These are the ones when I bought the toys to get the books. So this is a reprint of X-Men 129. Like Roger said, it came from the Colossus figure. I think these books will have value. I don't know what this. There's always one spine tick in it. So I mean, I'm hoping for give you a big karate chop. My original 129, the copy that I bought is a 9.6. I'd love to be at linear. I mean, if this was a submission that was just for fun, just to have, because it's just a really cool book. So, Raj, what am I looking at? No way! No way! No way! Karate chop! Yeah, baby! Boom! Frank the Tank! Frank the... Yes! Woo!
9.8.
That's awesome.
These are so hard to get. Oh my God!
So I think everyone's excited.
Woo. My God, my boys at Spineworks, they do it again. Look at
I'm not sure.
Jay, look at the black cover right there.
That's
You
insane.
see the black border?
Especially with those, I know exactly the figures you're talking about.
You know what?
because
They all bend.
Yeah, they
Oh
just
my
threw
God.
'em in. That's insane that it came back.
Dude,
In
that is
98.
insane. Oh my God. What a
Damn, that's sick. Congrats.
look. All right.
All right.
Hold on. You want to keep this up there just so everybody can see it? Oh my God. That's a big book right there.
That's
Oh my
sick.
God. That's a huge karate chop.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right. So this is X-Men 282.
Okay.
First appearance of Bishop.
Second print.
Second print.
Second print. Okay. I love Bishop as a character. I had a dog, God rest his soul. I had him for 16 years. I got him in 92. Bishop was, other than my family dog growing up, Bishop was my dog. He was my best friend. I love the character of Bishop. Again, I was fortunate. Roger and I got a bunch of them, and we got a 9.8. I would love this book in a second print to match the 9.8. It's hard to get, but again, 9.2, 9.6. I'll take whatever I can get on it. Oh my God! I'm on fire! Karate chop!
Well,
That's awesome.
9.8. I hate this guy.
Oh my God, that is linear. That is so linear. Oh my God, are you guys enjoying? Tell me, like God, I'm enjoying this like you wouldn't believe, man.
That's
Oh my
great,
God.
Otto. Damn,
2
that's
9.8s,
awesome.
especially when I didn't expect this. Oh, that's the timer. So
That's the best kind of surprise.
yes, that's my blood pressure alarm going off. All right. Holy cow. All right. Woo! Hope you guys are
All right.
enjoying this.
So
All right.
next one is Hulk #1. First appearance of the Red Hulk Wizard World Los Angeles edition.
I don't even remember sending this in. I think this is a book. I think this is a book that I got in a collection that I bought from the Pasquale collection. This was bought for investment purposes. I don't know what I'm going to do with this book.
So it looks like.
Again, yeah,
Very cool.
pretty cool book. Let me see. Oh, yes, Red Hulk. I looked at this. I had it. The person I bought it from, Julian, keeps his books in great condition. Again, modern, hoping for a 9.8. It's an investment book, 9.6. I'm happy. Raj, what am I looking at? God damn it. God damn it. Karate chop.
No way, another 9.8. You are on fire, dude.
Fire.
Jesus.
I really hate this guy.
Where's my boys at Spineworks? Come on. Come on. Woo.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to be
Yeah.
sore tomorrow. All right.
Not a big fan of it.
All right. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, my God. Woo. Chinmo's in the house.
Gene-Mo.
Chinmo, you came at a good time. All right. Oh, my God. This is great.
All right, so we got Incredible Hulk 449. First appearance of the Thunderbolts.
All right. Investment book. Now, I will tell you, people buy other books because they think they're going to pop. This is a book that I buy on the cheap because when I saw what they're going for in high grade on eBay, I was flabbergasted by it. Do I think Thunderbolts could come in the future? Yes. Am I a big spec person? Kind of. But if I can find this out in the wild like I did, and I can find it in high grade, I'd love it. And this is a book that I'm going to buy and hold on to. And I will buy this book as many times as I can see it, expecting to get a 9.8. Again, it's an investment purpose book. 9.6, I'm happy. 9.8, you get another karate chop. God damn it. God damn it. Can you believe this?
No, I can't even.
Holy sh.
9.8.
Dude.
I can't even with this one.
I mean, I'm breaking records right now. Come on.
I'm going home.
Come on.
You're like breaking a sweat, breaking records.
Break a sweat, breaking records.
Drop the mic. I'm
Drop
outta
the
here.
mic. I
Screw
can't
guy.
believe this. This is, oh my God.
I
Oh
can't
my
even with
God.
this- I can't even with this.
Oh,
guy.
you know what? And it's so funny because I didn't even tell me these books were coming. Maybe he was too busy to let me know these books were even coming. I don't know. I know he doesn't like to tell me. I don't like to know, Jay, right?
Right,
When the
right.
books come, I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
Just
Don't
let them
tell
show
me.
up.
Oh my God.
We
All
thought
right.
we were getting signature series.
Yes,
books
I
here.
thought I was
It's
getting
a
yellow
fucking
label books. I'm
9.8
just
show.
karate chopping. I think I broke my hand on the bar. All right.
Well, there's no breaking on me.
Yeah, I know.
All
Oh my
right, this
God.
next one, Fantastic Four 244. Frankie Ray becomes Nova.
Okay, so this is so I believe in this book a lot. This book will not be a 9.8. This book is very, very hard to get in high grade. This is the first one that I bought. Oh, I shouldn't say this. Of the 10 or 12 copies, I think this was the best one that I had. I truly think, again, is Galactus going to come? Is the Silver Surfer going to come to the MCU? Sure. But so is Christmas in 2029, right? So is me turning 60 in 9 years, right? These things will happen eventually. Will you? Will
It's
I?
like
Will
in
I
3 years, dude.
well, I'm just saying. Get out of here. So anyway, so I did drag this. I did want to get this book graded. I love the cover. It's got the hand of Galactus, her on the cover, John Byrne greatness. I mean, I'm thinking 9.2 or better. So we'll have to see what I got. No way. No way.
9.8.
No way.
He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind right now. I mean, I think he's just scared of himself. Not for nothing.
That's a
sure he
great
just shit
feeling.
himself.
Holy crap.
I'm pretty sure he just crapped his pants. I can smell it.
Uncle Frank just asked what he missed.
Yeah, you missed a lot. Right? So
We got any more books left?
yeah, we got
Oh my God, we got more books left, Jay.
We got 5. That's only halfway
That's only
through.
half. Oh my God.
Dude.
Oh my God.
can't
First
even-
appearance of Frank Duran in 9.8. I'm
can't
not
even-
buying
I
any
can't
more.
even- Oh, look at
You're
this.
done. You're done.
This is my book. What are you doing with this?
All right.
ASN 361.
I bought this from the coworker.
You
bought
did?
This, yes, I bought this from the coworker. He gave it to me at a great price. Again,
I bought one from him too.
did you really? You probably got the better
It's at
one.
Spineworks right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. I bought this one for investment purposes. And I will say this, with the shows coming up, I needed equity, right? And how do you get equity? You buy books, you send them off, you hope you get a high grade, and now you have trade bait, right? Again, this might have had a tick. I don't know exactly where. So I'm hoping 9.4, 9.6, 9.8. I don't know. So Raj, talk to me. What am I looking at? A 9.6, right where I
9.6.
thought. Right where I thought. Okay. All right. So right where I thought on that. And that's
9.6.
exactly, I'm probably into this book 100 and with pressing and the price and submission, $140 all day, right? So, so good. Equity when you go to the shows. All right.
sure.
Yep.
So, and I knew that one wouldn't come back to 9.8. Again, a book that's decreased in value, unfortunately, but a book that is a key first appearance.
All right. First cameo, Gambit. X-Men Annual 14.
Oh, all right. So, this is a nice book. It's clean. I bought this a while ago. It took me a while to submit this. My first Gambit. I'm very lucky. It's a 9.8. Don't necessarily know if this. Let me just see the cover, Raj, because I think this is a square bound book. Right, it's a square bound book, Raj. I can't do declare, but I think it is a square bound book. Yes, it's a square bound book. It's hard to get. I would love this to be linear, but again, it's square bound. Square bounds are hard, but again, my boys at Spineworks are great. So 9.4, I'm happy. 9.6, I'm flush. 9.8, I'm linear. 9.6. All right, I'm flush. I'm flush right there. Okay. So yeah, square bound book. First cameo Gambit. I'm glad they marked that. A book that I'm going to keep in the PC because I'm just a Mutant fan and pretty happy about that. All right. So, all right. So Jay, we've kind of leveled off right now, right? We've leveled
Right.
off.
Got the
My blood
9.8,
pressure's a little bit
some
lower.
9.6. Let's see if we can bring him back up.
All right. There we go.
All right. X-Men 101 reprint.
Oh, my girl.
Reprints.
Oh,
X-Men 110.
Yes. I know.
Includes the action figure.
Yep.
Apparently this came with an action figure.
Yep. So this is another action figure variant. Jean Grey is my favorite Marvel character of all time.
Say it isn't so.
Yeah, I swear to God it is. She is. X-Men 101 is one of my favorite covers of all time. It's Dave Cockrum greatness. Jean Grey is my favorite by all means. I don't own this, the original book in a 9.8. I think the highest grade I have is a 9.2. Why do I want this? Because I love Jean Grey. It's a different version of the cover that I love the most. So again, it comes from the figures. It could have the tick when it bends, but it might not. So
Right.
Raj, what am I looking at? Yes. Karate.
9.8.
Shot!
9.8.
That's amazing. Because
Woo!
I used to buy these figures as a kid and I would just tear into these packages. So the fact that it survived all this time and came back at 9.8 is phenomenal.
Yes, right. Because and then the guys that hang it or ship it,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yep.
all you got to do ship it is bend it once, bend the top once. Oh my God. I don't know what to say about this. Are we almost done? I can't handle this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Two more. Two more.
All right, we got 2 more. Chop, 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 Lenny. Lenny finally chimes in.
Oh, all of a sudden.
Chop, chop, chop.
Oh,
Lenny chimes
Thanks
in.
for waking up. What did you
Oh my
get up?
God.
Did you wake up to go to the bathroom?
Yeah. That's what guys over 50 do. All right.
All right. X-Men 13, reprint of X-Men number 13. Where walks the
Where
Juggernaut?
walks the Juggernaut? All right. So this is a big boy, Jay. This came with the Juggernaut figure.
Yes.
This is classic Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. I'm a huge Juggernaut fan. You guys know it. He's one of my favorite villains. I love the big baddies. I don't know what to expect on this, but again, anything over a 9.2, I'm ecstatic. A 9.6, and I knew that on that. So there we go, a 9.6. But again,
awesome.
A reprint of a fun book, a book that I love, man. And that's what was important about this submission. These books were fun books. I mean,
Where did you get all these reprints?
I bought all the figures. I bought all the figures. I went to like the Brick House Comics, and then I went to like, I saw somebody on eBay.
So you just like hoarded them and then submitted them all together.
Yes. I still have a bunch of, I still have the figures. And I will tell you this. I had to, Jay, you got to appreciate this. I got them all in the mail. I left the figures in because I learned my lesson on the actual first appearance of Gambit. I dinged it up. So when I got the figures, I used a razor and I cut the top ever so gently. And the last thing I am in this world is gentle, right, Raj?
Yeah. No, he's like a bull in China shop.
Yes. I'm just, just go, destroy.
He's like Lenny.
Tear it open.
Mice and Men.
Exactly.
I will hug him and squeeze him and then break his neck.
Right. So I went and I sat there with a razor and I sliced it open. And then I did it with the back and I popped the lid off. And a bunch of these figures are still in a box. And I pulled the figure out and I ever so gently bagged and boarded them and sent them to Lenny. And I'll tell you, that was a hell of a CGC submission, especially when I wasn't expecting any of that. So shout out to Lenny and Michael Raphael from Spineworks for making this happen. And that actually, it's phenomenal. And I hope you guys enjoy. Wait, I got another book?
Yeah, one more book.
No way, I got another one.
You got Marvel Age number 2.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Only 25 cents.
Only 25 cents. Where's my Canadian friends? Where's VCJ, Newbie Comics, Comic Ozzy?
John Byrne cover.
This is the John Byrne cover. This is the Alpha Flight cover. This isn't Alpha Flight number 1.
You're gonna gift this to me, no matter what the grade is.
When I die, you can have it. Okay. So I'm a huge Alpha Flight fan. I remember buying this book off the rack. I don't even. What does it say for a description? Like it just says nothing. It
nothing.
It's Marvel Age. It's Marvel Age, and I love Marvel Age.
Marvel Age too,
because Marvel Age would show
1983.
Yeah, 1983. 12-year-old
John Byrne
Otto.
cover. That's all it says.
Yeah, Marvel Age. 12-year-old Otto would buy this. This predates. I can't even talk. Alpha Flight number 1, but it doesn't say that. But it's the Marvel Age books. There's so many hidden gems in the Marvel Age. I have Alpha Flight number 1 in a 9.8. God damn it. Can I end tonight? Can I end this CGC unboxing with a 9.8? Can I, Roger? Can I end it with a 9.8? Yes, I did, baby!
I really do hate you. I don't really know.
Wow.
Boom!
I've never
crushed it.
Never hated somebody with so much love.
Oh my God. All right. So I expected blue labels. Didn't expect this back.
No, you expected
the yellow
labels.
I expected.
He's like, I got these signature series, and I open it up. I'm like, these are all blue. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my God. Unbelievable. I can't wait to post these. I can't wait to give Spineworks shout outs. I'm so happy all you guys were able to witness this with me and the enjoyment that I had with this. So if you guys don't know, Spineworks are our people. They do great stuff. And you can see it. We've done it. We've shown it.
Over and over.
Over and over again. So, all right. So anyway, so that being said, you got to give that book to Roger. Uncle Frank.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Uncle Frank.
Oh my God.
This guy don't give me shit.
This guy. Oh my God.
I gotta
So that being all right. So we're done with that. Thank you very much. I'm excited.
That was good stuff. Congratulations, man. That
Thank
was,
you
I'm
very
happy.
much.
Yeah, congrats,
Blow it up,
Otto.
blow it
That's
up. Thank you,
awesome,
Jay.
dude.
Blow it up, man. There we go. Boom.
Man, it was good
Karate
stuff,
chops left and right. I hope you guys on the
Good stuff.
rewind.
Spineworks did you justice as usual.
Yep.
They had some great books there. Some of the reprints. This one here is awesome.
Yeah.
Covers are phenomenal. I'm
Just
happy
really,
for
really
you.
fun
Yeah.
books. And again, you guys, a few of these books were investment books, but a lot of them were just because I love the books and the CGC cases are great displays. Say what you will. You're going to pay $50 for a frame. I'll pay $50 for a CGC book graded. You know, say what you want about it, you know. So
That's why Uncle
All
Frank,
right.
an 8.5 first BA12 went to a 9.8.
Yeah.
Sending them to
Sick.
Spineworks.
That's crazy.
that's crazy right there. I'm so jealous of that one. And you talked him into it.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to take 5 minutes. Tell that story.
Yeah, he
Tell
says
that story.
we were on our crawl. We were on
Yep.
one of our crawls, and Michael Raphael was with us, and I was driving with Uncle Frank in his car, and he was like, "Man, I have this Batman Adventures 12 that I bought, and I'm looking at it in the case, and I think it's better than 8.5." And he's like, "Should I give it to him?" I'm like, "You absolutely give it to them and let them crack it and do their work. What's the worst that could happen?" I don't know. I said, "Uncle Frank, if you don't drive to your house right now, I'm gonna beat your ass." You sure we have time? I'm like, "We have time. We're on our way back to the place. We're driving by your house. Just go to your house, grab the book, give it to Michael Raphael, and let them do their work." He's like, "All right." I talked to him into it. We went to his house. He got the book. Went from 8.5, came back at 9.8.
9.8. Look at that.
Wow.
Of a BA12, man. Holy Christmas.
Oof.
All right. So we've done the karate chops. We're going to wrap up real soon.
I survived.
You survived. He's here. Nobody's hurt. We do have some new comic book news, though.
Yes, I want to talk about the Nova. The news that came from Deadline is they reported that Disney is going to bring Nova into the MCU. Like, this isn't a surprise, right? Feige's been telling us from the beginning that he wants Nova to be part of the MCU. This is, it was kind of like, okay, is it going to happen? And then it got announced that they hired the writer from Moon Knight, which is Sabir Prezada, is going to be writing the story for I lost my
writing for Nova.
For Nova.
Nova.
Yeah, sorry guys. Right. So so we don't know yet if it's going to be a film or it's going to be a show, right? Does it matter? I mean, right now Disney and MCU are killing it either way, right?
Right.
So what do we know about it? So Nova, we saw the Nova Corp in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
We saw them. We know that Thanos pretty much wiped them out to get the Power Stone.
Yep.
So the basic history is the last remaining survivor of the Nova Corps goes to Earth, finds a high school student, Reed Richards, and
Dick Ryder.
I mean Dick Ryder.
Dick Ryder.
Worst name ever, Jay, right?
Dick Ryder.
Dick Ryder.
It's a great porn name.
That's really not my name.
It's a great porn name. And
Marv Wolfman was out of his mind. Marv Wolfman was watching a lot of porn when he thought about that name.
Yeah. Gives the Nova Corps power to Dick Ryder, right? That's the synopsis. But I mean, MCU has been laying it down, like, right? Nova Corps was in Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War, but what's cool is they can go anywhere with it, right?
Yes,
right.
They really can.
So I would love to know in the chat, as you guys are thinking about this news, what would you rather see? Would you rather see a movie or a live action show?
Okay.
Because I mean, there's other thoughts. Like the movies they have bigger budgets, right?
Yep.
So the bigger budgets make bigger movies, but the live actions on Disney Plus have more creativity. They have more. They're allowed to do, like, if you read the articles from Isaac from Moon Knight, they were allowed to do more creative things because the budget isn't as big.
Correct.
Let's try this out. Let's see if it works.
Yep.
So I'd love to see in the chat, like, what do you think, Jay? What do you think? What are you looking for?
So my My first initial reaction was great. I completed the first Nova run.
Did you really?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Nice.
Like, as soon as they mentioned Nova, I'm like, I gotta pick. This is the book I want. Let me pick it up now. And I picked it up in Baltimore. I just completed the run, and it's a character I think it's a lot of fun. Can't wait to see. I do think he would benefit more from a show first, and then work his way maybe to a movie, or being a part of a team.
Right.
I think that would be a great 6-part story to tell. To introduce this character that maybe is not super well established. I mean, you've heard of the Nova Corps, so they're there, but the story of Richard Rider, I think, will be great to kind of just start that first, maybe a 6-part series, introducing them, get them involved in the Corps, and then go from there.
Yeah, I agree with
and so the other question is, do they introduce him before his own show? Like, there's an opportunity to, with his connection to the Skrulls and all that. Do they introduce him as a, posting credit in the Marvels movie?
Mm-hmm.
Does he end up coming in Secret Invasion? Like all those things are coming out ahead of time, and whether it's part of the movie or one of those posting credits that Marvel loves to do.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're going to ask me, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this. But all I know is I've been following this book, Nova #1, and I've seen it go up and down in 9.8s, 9.6, 9.2s. I don't think this news is really going to spike that book right now, right? I don't think it's going to drive it up, 10%, 20%, 30%. So if you still want to go buy a Nova #1, go ahead and buy it.
Right now is the time.
Now is it because you're still going to be able to
get it. Has spiked a little.
It has spiked a little bit, but I'll tell you what, though. Everybody that has them to sell are posting them.
Yes.
So
exactly.
If they're on eBay,
make an offer.
Make an offer. You're goddamn right.
I got to say, because I have a 9.2.
Yes.
And I know a month ago that was worth $125.
Right.
Now they're selling for $330.
Correct.
Yeah.
But best offer, what would you take?
Offer, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not posting mine because I'm holding on to it.
Yeah.
But like you just said,
yes,
everybody and their mother is posting them right now.
Posting them right now
so
because they're out there.
If someone gives 2 shits about it, make the offer now, because when Dick Ryder does show up, it's going to be. I really think this is going to be an incredible character.
Okay,
I really do think that when this character shows up like a Miss Marvel, that book is going to go. My 9.2 is going to be a $600 book.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now it's a $300 book. Make an offer.
Okay. I think once they announce an actor for the character, they're gonna be like, okay, now this book's gonna fly off the shelf.
Will it be Ryder or will it be Alexander? I don't know. Those are great questions.
Will it be what's his name? Who's the actor that played him? He was in Talladega Nights and
oh, your boy.
Yeah, my God. In Step Brothers. What the hell's his name?
The guy opposite of Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Help us out, chat. Wreck-It Ralph.
Right, yeah.
But I do want to... Because he was, didn't he play the character who in the comic books gives his power to Dick Ryder?
You know what? I'd have to go back and look. I don't know this.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
Thank you, Count Von Strange. Count Von Strange, good to see you in there.
We got people in the chat that are smarter than us. That's what we count on.
It's not hard.
But isn't that I don't remember the character's name, but isn't that the guy who is the last surviving Nova Corps that gives his powers to Dick Ryder?
It might be. I don't know. I've got to go back and look at it. But I will tell you this. As a comic book collector and somebody who's been following trends, I'm bored with hearing about Nova. I mean, like the fact that, all right, you know what? We've been talking about him for 2.5 years. TiVo, Lords of the Long Box, Mikey Sutton have told you about this. They've said it. You saw him in Guardians. You knew it was going to happen. So, oh my God, it's coming. I got it. I'm bored with it. I'm okay with it. I love the book. I think it's a great cover.
Yep.
We talked about the Nova Corps with one of the best podcasts that you're not watching on YouTube right now. The Steven Semino Says Boom podcast. Please go back and watch that. We'll talk about that in a second. We talked about the Nova character in general, but for me, I've got it in a 9. I think I've got 1 and 2 and a 9.6. I might have a 9.4. And I think I still do have a 9.2 that I might sell on the high end. But again, I'm burnt out with buying this book to try to make any kind of cash on it, you guys.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see it. I love the good stories. I love the good movies. But for me personally, I'm going to a small con this week. If it's on the wall for $125, I'm not going to buy it. Jay, I'm spent on this book. You know what I mean?
It's a long hold. Like
it is, and it's been a long hold. And I've held it, yes. That's a great point.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
I bought and sold,
yes,
8 of them in the last few years, and I'm like, you know what? I have a 9.2. I'm just gonna put in the box and not worry about it for a while.
Right. See what happens. I like that point of saying that it's a long hold. That's a great term.
But I think the potential of this bringing in, a young Dick Ryder at a high school, it can go anywhere because you bring in that youth.
Yeah, I agree.
And with this whole Doctor Strange multiverse, who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
Maybe Miles Morales and Dick Ryder get together. Seriously, they can go anywhere with it.
Who knows? All right, you guys, we're at 90 minutes. This is the limit. This is my attention span to the point. We're gonna wrap up real quick.
We're not sleeping.
I can't believe I'm not sleeping. This guy, look at this guy. I get no credit from this dude, man. He gives me no credit. So we will wrap up, though. We're gonna tell you about 2 things real quick. We talked about our swap. I just want you to know next month in April, we're taking a ride up north. We're gonna be at the old school, the Little Giants Old School Comic Show. It's a 1-day event. In Nashua, New Hampshire, at the Everett Arena. Concord, New Hampshire. At the Everett Arena. We will be there. We will have a booth. We will be buying and selling. We will be taking footage from the dealer day, which is on Friday. We will have golden tickets to be giving away on our show. Moving up to it, there is a Steranko dinner, a private dinner with Steranko. We will be attending that.
Steranko's going to be there. Yep. Signing. There's going to be witnesses.
Al Milgram.
Yellow labels. Right. Not only Steranko, Al Milgram. There's your buddy there. And your the European guy. What's his name?
Elias
Chadzudis will be there. Yeah,
he's Greek.
He's Greek. All right.
He's
so
Greek.
there is more than a handful of artists there that you can get your yellow label CGC.
And it is a great show. Some people like to say it's what Baltimore used to be. And I think that's a lot of fun. So if you're in the area, come up, hang out with our booth. Come hang out with our booth. We're going to have a great time. We're going to be taking footage, going live. Hopefully that Friday night, we are going to be set up doing a live show from the hotel.
Yeah.
And if Uncle Al Milgram is hanging around, I'd love to get him on the show to kind of talk, because he is a big talker, and we're going to do all that. So stay tuned for all that footage, you guys. We're going to be like I said, we're going to be giving tickets away and everything like that. And then again, just to wrap up, May 14th, we have 1 level left at the 9.8 sponsorship. Let us know if you're interested. Let us know if you want to come up for the day. If you have any questions, please go back in our videos and see all the footage that we've taken. I will tell you that our good friends Amy and Lou from Aegis Comics of Alaska, they're taking a trip. Yep, so if Amy and Lou can not drive, come all the way from Alaska.
They could drive.
But they're not going. If they're going to come all the way from Alaska to come hang out with the IG comic book community,
then you understand
that you can take the drive from 5-6 hours away to come and hang out. And we guarantee, Roger and I aren't good at many things. Hit the camera. Roger and I aren't good at many things, but we are good at throwing parties.
Yes, we are.
Whether it's just me and him, or me, him, and somebody else,
there might be
a guy at a bar.
Whether it's 2 of us or 100 people.
Yes. We are very good at throwing events. So, Jay, I hope you and Jen make the trip up. I hope representatives from the Fiend Club come up, and I hope everybody in this chat makes their way up, because we will be announcing things as the weeks go on, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So, my God, I am talked out.
Yeah,
Jay, sure. I can't believe you hung out with us for 90 minutes, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's a ball, as always.
All right. Yeah.
Jay, as usual, man, when we do with our guests, we're going to give you a second to talk about what you got coming up, what you can, basically, what is it? If you got something to sell,
Sell it now. There
You
we
tell
go,
us what
buddy.
you got going on. All right.
Right now, nothing. We're just trugging along here. Next show, I don't even know when it is. We're gonna try to make it up to Terrificon. See you guys up there.
Yeah,
Try
right
to make it
on.
up in May. See you guys there too. No, just if you can subscribe to our channel, Retro and Nerdy. That's my wife and I's channel. We do everything from comic books, video games, anime, you name it, we do it. Make sure to follow Comic Book Fiend Club. We'll have stuff again being announced as the weeks roll on. There's a ton of projects that we're working on currently, and anything else that's pretty much it. That's what we got going on.
I appreciate it. I do want to tell you this one story, and I'm gonna end on this. So Jay, you are very tech savvy when it comes to this. I have learned to just plug things in and hope it works. So we're at King Con. Jay's got his setup. He's got a great camera. He's got his Rodecaster mic thing. And I say, Jay, this is awesome. I got to learn how to do this. Stop what you're doing right now and show me how to do this. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. But I go, but no, seriously, dude, show me how to do this right now. And then he gave me a 5-minute lesson. And when we get some money back into Kitty Jay, we're going to buy that Rodecaster. And you gave it a great sales pitch. So
for sure,
I more importantly, I appreciate you taking your time out of setting up and showing us how to do that, man.
Yeah,
so,
of course, man.
That was really
It's always a pleasure to see you and your wife, and I
Same.
appreciate you being on tonight for sure, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right,
I just put that link, your link, back in the chat, so you guys click on that and go there.
All right. Go ahead before I
guys,
send it home.
I appreciate all of you. Appreciate everybody that's watching. If you're watching on a rewind, this has been a great time. We're here in the grotto hanging out. Just Jay, appreciate you coming on here and being with us. Listen, guys, if you love comics, you love the community, come to our swap. This is definitely something you don't want to miss. We had some people last year, and you can ask them, that came, didn't set up, and regretted it. Some people who didn't come and regretted it. We got a DJ, food trucks. It's a party. You hang out all day, raffles, all sorts of good stuff, free giveaways. So we hope to see you guys there, and appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely. So,
and listen,
go ahead.
The most valuable thing you can give to us is your time. So I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. All right. So CGC unboxing, Spineworks, Capture Collectibles. That's got to be coming up. So maybe Zoe and I will do an unboxing for that. We've got tons of things on the horizon. You guys know all our friends, the Defects, Very Gary, Erod 212, the NY Warriors, Mike the Beast Benson. You guys know the people in the circle that we hang out with, all guys that we appreciate, all our friends from up north, Vancouver Comic Junkies, Newbie Comics, Comic Ozzy, Michelle at Moonlit Comics. Go ahead, follow her. She knows her game. She's on point. She's one of our people. Go and find Aegis Comics of Alaska. So I'm going to wrap it up. On behalf of Dave in the Cave, who's not with us, he's out west. He'll join us next time. We've got Jay from the Comic Book Fiend Club. We've got Roger Levesque, 3MIB. I am your host, Everett Otto. You've been watching 3 Men in the Basement. Thank you very much. We are out. Peace.
Good night, Canada.